About the Humans, Part 2. What creates success? Please first see About the Humans, Part 1. 3 types of humans. We witness every kind of human journey, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Some lives are marked by pain and hardship. Many struggle simply to secure enough food, shelter, and resources to care for themselves and their families. Some lack the intellect or the cleverness required to navigate the complexities of life. Others face endless relationship conflicts, battles of the body and mind, or go through experiences so devastating that they shake the very core of their being, and some endure the weight of all these hardships combined. Many of us, driven by faith, pray to some form of God, often through a direct or symbolic image, hoping that someone, somewhere, will hear our prayers and free us from our suffering. For thousands of years, all religions and their preachers have convinced and conditioned us to believe that there is someone above, kind, benevolent, caring, forgiving, and loving, who listens to us and will come to our rescue. Because of some random good things happening now and then, we believe someone up there is listening and taking care of us. Others believe in creating their destiny with their skills, talents, knowledge, smartness, cleverness, and perseverance. No matter how much we feel blessed or how much we try, when we closely examine, we realize nothing much is in our hand. We cannot mold our thoughts exactly as we wish. Neither can we cling to the ones we desire, nor prevent the unwanted ones from appearing. We cannot create the moods that we like and cannot come out of the moods that we don't like. We cannot generate the feelings and emotions we desire, nor can we avoid experiencing the ones we do not want. We cannot create the life force in us and many times feel energy depleted or drained. We have no control over our body and mind functions, as a result having all kinds of disease and neurosis. We wrestle constantly with conflicting thoughts, living in a state of fear, insecurity, and a lingering sense of being out of control. We try to use our will, and we always find it is not enough. We fail to understand why we attract or create certain people, situations, and events that bring fear, stress, and discomfort into our lives. We want our life to be simple and pleasant, but keep noticing life becoming complicated and painful. We are repeatedly told that we can do whatever we wish, create whatever we desire, have whatever we want, attract whatever we seek, become whoever we choose to be, and live however we want, because we possess free will, the power to choose, to decide, to act, to be, and to become. Countless teachers, masters, gurus, godmen, and channelers offer us wisdom, methods, and teachings, showing us the way, telling us what to practice or avoid, how to think, and which strategies to follow to achieve, create, and manifest. They are encouraging us, motivating us, and inspiring us with all kinds of success stories to tell us that it's possible. We believe them and are motivated and inspired by them. We start thinking and acting out of the box in a whole new way, but sooner or later we realize we cannot go beyond a point. We then begin to question the kind of world we live in and the kind of humans we are. We wonder why we don't seem to have enough luck, strength, talent, intelligence, confidence, capacity, perseverance, control, or even good looks. We wonder why life is so challenging, horrendous, or devastating for us. We have been taught to believe that we can escape the cycle of birth and death, attain liberation or salvation, reach heaven, and avoid hell. We are taught that by doing good karma, we can create a better life, if not in this life, then in the next. That our actions can earn us merit for heaven, and that we can somehow draw good fortune into our lives. Yet success, peace, bliss, happiness, and joy are at the most fleeting moments for us. Nothing really frees us from the grind of life. Nothing really brings us to a place of total contentment. Humans really have no way to go beyond their five senses or have the perceptive and cognitive powers to examine what is being told to them. They cannot break through the veil of hypnosis and see who or what is controlling them, influencing them, possessing them, forcing them, and creating ongoing hypnosis for them. The universe and everything within it shows no real interest in enlightening humanity. No one truly explains why we suffer, why pain exists, why some endure more than others, why some become victims while others turn into perpetrators, why some are strong while others are weak, why some succeed and others fail, or why some are born into wealth while others into poverty. There was no presence of God in our multiverse until 2015. Till then, it was the fallen Son of God who proclaimed himself to be the God, the ultimate, the one, sometimes in a form and other times as formless. He is the King of our multiverse, and we know him as Mahadev, Allah, Father, Vaheguru, Jehovah, Aura Mazda, Hashem, Adonai, Kal Brahm, Adi Yogi, Adi Guru, Jyoti Niranjan, Brahman, Mahakal, Brahm, Parmeshwar, Ek Onkar, and many more such names. He is an individual, a distinct personality, cursed by God to die and be reborn again and again. He is also cursed by God to feed on the grime of humanity, their negative thoughts, emotions, and feelings. Human was originally created by God through the combination of 11 energy bodies. The king and the souls were cast out of God's kingdom for defying his will, along with the energetic component of the human. God gave the king 21 universes to play the game of creation. Later, the fallen Son of God, the king, completed the human's 11 energy bodies by adding the physical body, the mind, the personality, and an additional energy body called the spirit. The king multiplied the humans and instructed the souls to write their storylines, granting them breath while commanding the spirit to animate them and generate their suffering, producing the grime that would serve as food for the king. In the previous presentation of About the Humans Part 1, we explained about the souled and non-souled humans, that the souled humans have 11 energy bodies given by God and have a karmic journey, while the non-souled humans have 3 to 4 energy bodies given by the king and have no karmic journey. Souled humans are creating 85% of the grime and the remaining 15% are created by the non-souled humans. Souled humans are the creation of God and king, while non-souled humans are the creation of the king, because of which the souled humans have to suffer a lot more than the non-souled humans. Non-souled humans are generally stronger than the souled humans. Many humans believe that character is forged through hardship, whether economic, social, physical, or emotional. Yet, it is the storyline that shapes one's character long before birth, already determining how it will evolve or deteriorate and how one will experience pride or guilt through that process. The storyline continuously sustains the illusion of free will to make humans strive, to give them hope, to keep them motivated, for the greater the fall, the deeper the pain and suffering that follows. The storyline largely favors the non-souled humans who are designed to experience less suffering and are often used as instruments to generate greater suffering in the souled humans. There are 3 things that make the non-souled humans strong. 1. Lower activated bodies. 2. Demons. 3. Lower deities. We have talked about the lower activated bodies in the talk 3 types of humans in About the Humans Part 1. Depending on their storyline, all the 3 types of humans are given 1 or more demons to give them confidence, strength, and power. These humans can do both constructive as well as destructive activities as the storyline wants. It is not possible for any human to excel or succeed in what they do unless they have lower energy bodies or demons or both. These are given to make them strong, capable, and successful, as is written in their storyline. These demons can enter, leave, or stay in the human as the storyline requires. Some of the past famous non-souled humans having multiple demons in them were Hitler, Mahatma Gandhi, Stalin, Lenin, Napoleon, Mao Zedong, Henry Ford, Paramahansa Yoganand, Swami Vivekanand, Gautama Buddha, Aurobindo, and Gurdjieff. Even the souled humans who do not have lower activated bodies have to have demons if their storyline demands from them to do great things, like Ratan Tata, J.R.D. Tata, Mahavira, Guru Nanak, Osho, Jiddu Krishnamurti, U.G. Krishnamurti. Because of these demons, the souled humans got the strength and power to do what they did, even though their personality was not very controlling or aggressive in nature. The strength and power of the humans depend on the number of demons in them and also on the strength of those demons. Sometimes a human with one very strong demon can be much more stronger than another human having 5 to 10 low quality demons. All the humans mentioned above, including the souled humans, also had lower deities with them, about which we will talk later. Humans have a misconception about demons, that they are evil and can cause harm, which is not true. Demons are neutral, neither good nor bad. Demons are created from the fire element and give strength, confidence, and charisma to the human personality. Without one or more demons in you, you cannot do, create, or achieve anything in life, whether good, bad, or ugly. Human personality is created according to the storyline. The storyline makes the personality weak or strong, good or bad. Then, as and when the storyline demands, the demons enter and accomplish the objectives and create the results that the storyline wants. Demons protect as well as harm the host humans as per storyline. They may sabotage or destroy their host by instilling overconfidence, provoking impatience, influencing poor decisions, attracting harmful people, or causing accidents, conflicts, and losses. Lower deities, also known as jinn, just like the demons, are also created from the fire element, are more powerful than the demons, and live in the 2nd to the 7th lower worlds. The tribal and village people are sometimes aware of these lower deities and call them Kuldevi, Gamdevi, or Bhudevi. They are the demigods, considered to be the divine spirits, the protector, the provider, the merciless executor. Inherently, they are neither good nor evil, but can act in both ways depending on what the storyline wants. While the demons reside within humans, the lower deities only associate with them, rarely choosing to dwell inside them. Lower deities come to work for or against the human when their storyline and spirit decide, and to the extent they decide. While demons rarely attack or harm other humans directly, lower deities often do. The humans for whom these lower deities are working usually remain unaware that their own lower deities have caused great harm to others on their behalf. Demons and lower deities can force someone to murder, torture, or rape another human if it is in the storyline of both the humans. Demons can force someone to commit suicide. Humans cannot control or seek favor from their own or others' demons and lower deities. Demons and lower deities can make someone very brilliant in whatever they do, whether it be good or bad activities. Every good cook or chef has some demon in them who cook for them. Without the demons cooking, the food will not be delicious to eat. Because people do not understand all these, they say that a good cook has magic hands. The demons can live in them or can come when they are cooking. Children love the food cooked by their mother when a demon cooks through her. Otherwise, they don't like the food cooked by their mother. Different demons have different ways of cooking. You cannot be a good doctor, surgeon, or healer if you do not have one or more demons in you. It is the demon that heals and not your knowledge, training, or what you do. Healing and cooking demons come from the 3rd lower world. The demons that help humans excel in worldly fields such as engineering, law, sports, politics, bureaucracy, education, business, and consultancy originate from the 1st lower world. The demons that make you excel in creative and art works comes from the 4th lower world. The demons that make you a good artist, director, actor, musician, or writer also come from the 4th lower world. All the religious and spiritual masters, teachers, preachers, and gurus who attain great success in their work do so through the power of the demons from the 4th lower world dwelling within them. The demons that turn humans into criminals originate from the 5th lower world. Hitler's demons came from the 5th lower world. Without them, you cannot plan and execute in a big way. All the astrologers and future readers who believe that they are blessed by Ganesha, Hanuman, Astreus, Greek god of stars, Saraswati, or any other deities or angels do not know that it is the demons from the fifth lower world speaking through them. Demons speak through astrologers, delivering accurate or misleading predictions according to what their storyline intends, whether it wishes the astrologer to rise in success or fall into failure. All the so-called relief that humans experience through remedies or wearing gemstones is orchestrated by demons within the human storyline, ensuring that humans continue to believe in the power of worship and do not lose faith in the deities. Astrology and fortune-telling serve as yet another means to keep humans bound to hope, offering momentary comfort amidst their daily suffering. Without these demons, you can never give correct predictions no matter how much you have learned the art and science of predictions. These demons only come into you if it is written in your storyline and that they should come and present you as an accurate astrologer. Every healing modality is demonic. Reiki, Pranic, Mahikari, access bars, EFT, Qigong, touch therapy, theta healing, and other healing modalities are done by the demons of the fifth lower world. It's the demons who do the healing and not your protocol or what you connect with. All protocols are just drama and deceptions to convince you that your efforts are creating the healing. The storyline determines which healing teacher and modality will rise to fame and success, and accordingly the demons support them more than others, producing greater results through their methods. The same group of demons work for all the healing protocols. It's the storyline that decides who and whose protocol will become famous and successful. There are demons from the seventh lower world who are sexually hungry, who are craving for food, who are craving for wealth, who are craving for name and fame, and who are craving for power. They come into the humans and act out accordingly, forcing them to run after sex, food, wealth, power, name, and fame. When we eat non-veg food, food having onion and garlic, food that is hot, chilly, and spicy, too much sweet food, the food craving demons from the seventh lower world enter our body and make us want to eat more of them and feed on those food through our body. Food craving demons blunt our taste buds and force us to eat strong flavored, spicy and sweet food to get the taste of food. Intoxicants like smoking, drinking and drugs attract the demons from the first lower world, and they ensure that you don't become free from your addictions. Even if you struggle and lose some weight by dieting, exercising, medicines or other means, if it is not in your storyline to have a body with less weight, the food demons from the seventh lower world will not allow you to lose weight, or they will bring back the lost weight. The food demons control our metabolism, body weight and fat deposit as the spirit wants and as is scripted in our storyline. God has no issue with what food you eat or your addictions, and they don't stop you from connecting with God. The higher needs of independence, knowledge, understanding, harmony, peace, service to others, quest for spiritual meaning and higher purpose comes from spirit, depending on the storyline of the humans. While these needs may seem benevolent, spirit can create suffering and grind from them too. When they are not in humans, the demons live in their respective lower worlds. While demons are asexual, lower deities can be masculine or feminine. If you are associated with a guru or a spiritual teacher, and if you leave them or go against them in any way, then their lower deities can attack you and damage you to the extent it is scripted in your storyline. Even though the guru or the teacher is very kind, benevolent, compassionate, and loving, their lower deity is not. A beautiful woman or a handsome man can be repulsive in a subtle way if they have lower activated bodies, demons, lower deities, and other lower world entities in them or with them. However, they can be very attractive and very photogenic and can be a great model or a movie star, but they will not be all that great to live with or associate with. Your ego or the sense of I, me, my comes from your personality. Ego happens because of hypnosis. Enlightenment is the breaking of the hypnosis, breaking of the personality. There is nothing that you can do to break that hypnosis. All your meditation, mindfulness, mantra chanting, and purification cannot break your hypnosis. Your guru or deities like Shiva and others whom you worship cannot break your hypnosis. Only your spirit can break your hypnosis, and spirit does that only if it is written in your storyline. Those who believe they can create their own reality through the power of their mind, heart, and emotions by raising their frequency, chanting mantras, repeating affirmations, or practicing gratitude, presume that there exists within them a real, independent someone capable of manifestation. Your ego and your identity is nothing but a social construct that you have accepted as you because of the hypnosis and is referred to as I, me, and my. How can a social, mental, hypnotic construct which truly doesn't exist manifest anything? Your ego and identity which wants to create has no ability to use consciousness to create any reality. There is no consciousness in the humans or in anything or anyone in the multiverse, but that is another topic. Humans have been told about the power of their subconscious and unconscious mind. A weak mind has no power to create anything because souled humans were not meant to be a creator but were meant to suffer in very unique and creative ways. A strong mind has the power to create because the spirit has given you more mind and the spirit wants you to create your desires. Even with a strong mind, you still need demons, lower deities, and spirit to create, irrespective of what protocol or methods you follow. The storyline does not allow you to have more mind, demons, and lower deities unless you are destined to be great and do great things. Non-souled humans have a stronger mind, while souled humans who are destined to experience suffering are given a weak mind. You cannot create or make anything happen in life unless it's written in the storyline and spirit creates or makes you do that or gives that to you. However, hypnosis will convince you that you have free will to decide, to act, to be, to do, to create, and to manifest. King does not want the humans to realize that they are bound by their storyline, by the spirit, by the demons, and by the lower deities, and is convincing them through the spirit and the soul to believe that they have free will. Humans are hypnotized into believing they possess free will, that they can choose, act, and create outcomes as they wish, that no one is controlling them, and that with enough effort and struggle, they can overcome any obstacle and achieve whatever they desire. So, decide and act as if you have free will, but also remember it's only a deception. As long as the demons and lower deities are with the humans, they would appear strong, confident, authoritative, charismatic, attractive, commanding others' attention, and impressive. When the demons and lower deities leave, they look weak, shaky, and lacking confidence, and their body language changes. At times, lower deities may appear in human or other forms, either before a person or within them, when their storyline calls for the presence of that lower deity, or when the lower deity intends to speak through them. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa and the goddess Kali he was worshipping is a classic example of the dynamics of the human and lower deity relationship. It is believed that Kali is an aspect of Durga, is associated with death, destruction, and time, and also with liberation and maternal love. Yet Kali, unknown to the humans, is a lower deity from the lower fourth world, fierce and angry, dispensing punishment. However, like all lower deities, Kali can create the illusion of motherly love that deceived Ramakrishna. She came to Ramakrishna because it was in his storyline. He was destined to be liberated, but his liberation had nothing to do with Kali. Ramakrishna's storyline script was a unique drama orchestrated by the king that down the line bound lakhs of people and stopped them from going to God when God came to the humans. There are countless such dramas created over thousands of years that bound different groups of people from accepting God when God came to them. The lower deities like Kali do not have free will, are bound by the will of the spirit, and spirit is also bound by the script of the storyline. Demons and lower deities are not ghosts. Ghosts are the astral body of the dead humans trapped in the near-earth realm or in the fourth dimension. All of the big and famous worshipping places like Kedarnath, Badrinath, Vaishno Devi, Golden Temple, Kaaba of Makkah, Vatican Church, Church of England, the Western Wall, Mahabodhi Temple, etc. do not have any celestial deities but only the lower deities from the fourth lower world who control the humans as the king wants. Rest of the other places of worship, both religious and spiritual, house lower deities that originate from the second or the third lower worlds. None of the religious and spiritual places are holy and divine, but only places that control the humans through some priestly hierarchy and lower deities, and they bind the humans in many ways. All the people who go to those places and feel good, feel blessed, feel that they are in the presence of a divine God, feel high vibration around them, have those experiences because the lower deities create these deceptions. Just like Ramakrishna was deceived, similarly every guru, every religious and spiritual teacher was and is being deceived into believing that they can help the humans and free the humans from their suffering and pain. The gurus and teachers are being deceived by the lower deities of the fourth lower world who create beautiful religious and spiritual experiences for them, give them some wisdom, knowledge, rituals, and techniques, and then use them to bind other humans in some kind of religious or spiritual identity and community. For 10,000 years, the king was focused on creating all kinds of narratives, structures, rituals, and conditioning to bind the humans, to create all kinds of suffering through their attachments, aversions, desires, and fear in such a way that the humans will not go to God when God comes to them. It was Shiva who brought all the religious and spiritual knowledge from the higher dimensions 10,000 years back when he came to the humans, but currently all this knowledge is being held by the lower deities in the lower fifth world. These lower deities in the last few thousand years have given this knowledge to the rishis, monks, channelers, prophets, enlightened masters, messengers, and spiritual teachers to create all kinds of scriptures and narratives to bind the humans in all kinds of religious and spiritual activities so that they do not go to God when God comes to the humans. Shiva's knowledge was never intended to liberate humans from their suffering and pain. Rather, it was meant to bind them in countless illusions and deceptions, something Shiva himself never realized, for he was unaware of how his father, the king, had used him and had deceived him. If a human storyline is destined to include suffering from black magic or psychic attacks, then the lower deities serving those who perform the black magic will strike the intended victims. No one can permanently free you from black magic and psychic attacks if the script in your storyline wants you to suffer from them. If it is written in the storyline that you will meet someone or go to some temple that will stop them, then it will happen when it is meant to happen. When we go to listen to successful people, we feel motivated and inspired, and we get the feeling of I can. This inspiration comes because we are in their magnetic field created by their strong mind, by their lower activated bodies, their demons, the lower deities working for them, and their spirits. They have that magnetic field because it's in their storyline that they will be great orators, motivators, and influencers. Once we leave their magnetic field and we are back in our day-to-day living, our motivation starts going down and the I can feeling starts vanishing. What creates success or failure is 5 things: storyline, spirit, lower activated bodies, demons, and deities. What we call luck or misfortune is simply the play of these 5 forces at work. No matter how much knowledge, skill, hard work, experience, patience, or power you possess, it ultimately doesn't matter. No matter how much you pray to the king or the deities, no one will deliver anything outside your storyline or change the storyline. All miracles happen within the storyline and happens because it was predestined to happen in the storyline. It is the solar and planetary deities who govern all that unfolds on earth and all that is yet to come. The human storyline is crafted as a collective design, beginning with the individual, expanding to the family, community, nation, and ultimately encompassing the whole of humanity. Each soul not only writes the storyline of its human in harmony with other souls whose human counterparts it is destined to meet, but also in consultation with the solar and planetary deities who orchestrate all the world events affecting the humans. All astrological remedies, worshipping and chanting mantras only help if it's prescripted in the storyline and to the extent the storyline allows. Outside the storyline, no one does anything for you, including God. Having understood about the souled and the non-souled humans, about the mind, about the lower activated energy bodies, about the demons and the deities, and how everything is pre-decided by the storyline, scripted by the soul or group souls, the humans realize that there is not much that can be done with complete freedom of their own. The humans now realize that no one can be judged for what they are doing. The humans now start relaxing and enduring the events, circumstances, and people in their life. However, the humans use the illusion of their free will and explore any solution that might give them some relief. Understanding the design and deceptions of the human journey frees us from unnecessary struggle and allows us to forgive ourselves and others for all the shortcomings and mistakes. The humans start to relax, to become less serious, to have humor and fun in the present moment, and to enjoy life with what they have, where they are, and with all their weakness, shortcomings, and failure.